Hi, good morning. It's Tanny the Canadian Stamper. Happy Sunday morning crafting. Missed yesterday due to a family event, which I'll tell you about. We're going to use the textured notes. We're going to use the whole bundle actually. So there's stamps, there's these dies that go along with. They have like a texture all around the rectangles. They're super fun. There's a corrugated new embossing folder. There's two packages of designer series paper, some ribbon, and some gems. So we're using all the things today. So let's get crafting. I've got two designs using the same, all of this bundle stuff. One of the designs is cased from Stamp It Up with Jamie, and the other one is a Stampin' Up casing. So here's just have a look at that stamp set. I'm going to pull up your comments, see if Facebook has caught up yet. So we're actually going to use all except for these two between our two cards. So it stamps a watercolor image, and then this is like maybe the bottom of a basket or the top of a basket. It's got like a weave to it, and then here's the corrugated embossing folder. So I'm going to show you a tip on this one, because when you cut your paper, it's not the size you think it should be. And then here's the dies. So it's good to always have a good set of go-to dies, and these are fun because they have all the different patterns around the outside. Yeah. So I love nature. I love all of that naturey stuff. So I don't know, natural twine-ish, natural rustic. Thank you. Rustic is the word I'm looking for. And here's the matted dots. And then the white ribbon. So we're going to use all of these things. I have the pieces all cut and ready to rock and roll. So let me show you the paper. Gotta do the paper. Geez, Facebook is super behind. Hi, Christine. Hi, Marie and Terry. So I saw you, Terry, yesterday. We went out for dinner with Nat and Sean, and you guys got a new car. I think it's a Kia, isn't it? Maybe? It's a really cool color. Okay, so here's the first pack of the designer series paper, and it has the weave that we theme. There's that basket, top or bottom. There is 2 sheets of each, but I've taken some pages out for our project today. So this is the one that we're using too. It's a fun, it's fun paper, the basket weave, if you like the natural colors. And then this one is called Botanical Textures. So it's a black and white theme. So that's really pretty, just as a background. You could also color this, and it's kind of got the shading already for you, where you would put the dark color if you were blending. So good for night scenes, or just kind of like an artsy. This is one of the ones that we're using. So in one of the projects, I've cut out and just fussy cut around that. It looks like it's a big deal, but it's not. It was really easy to fussy cut. It took me a lot less time than I expected, because I think the leaves are big enough and there's enough room between each of them to get your snips in there. All right, let's do it. We're doing the first one first, of course. So here's our pieces. Measurements will be in the newsletter tomorrow oh gosh, no, not tomorrow, today, since I'm a day behind. So standard A2 size card base, and then, whoops, these are all of our pieces. So this card is cased from Stamp It with Jamie. I'm using different paper and slightly different color palette. And there's this is something beige. Can't remember the name of the color. I have it here. Basic beige with that side piece. And then I've got the corrugated. Here's the one that I fussy cut. And then this is cut from the same dies. So for this piece, what I did, so I die cut this and then I measured here to here. And then I'm like, oh, okay, so it's 2 7/8 by 4 3/8. So then I cut the thing, but it's corrugated, so it didn't work. It didn't, and I went, oh, so I'll go 4 1/4. No, that didn't work either. And then I ended up with 4 1/2. So if you have the corrugated embossing folder, just add an 1/8 or 1/4 of an inch to your paper, because the corrugated obviously cuts down on what your end paper is going to look like. All right, so this is pretty much how the card goes together. Simple and elegant. So we're going to use the stamp set, You Are Seriously the Best. It's a Kia. Morning, Pam. So Terry and Marie got a new Kia. What's the color? It's like an aqua color. Oh, I need my, oh, so this is photopolymer or red rubber cling stamps. So you don't need the extra cushion because it's built in, but the other stamps that are photopolymer, you do need this. Okay, I gotta get my head right over this. All right, so yesterday morning, usually my lives are on Saturdays, as you know, but we took Zach, oh, I totally nailed that. Yeah, I did. Took Zach to police camp yesterday. So, funny story, we were also supposed to go for breakfast, where's my glue, with some friends. And so I thought, well, I'm not gonna have time to do my live. I'll have to reschedule. But this is how it turned out. My friend and I got confused on the date, and breakfast is supposed to be today at 9 o'clock. And Zachary's drop off, we were up at 5. He had to be there at 6:45 at the latest. And Let's and I were home by, well, I don't know, 7:30 maybe? Oh my gosh, shoot. Totally could have done my live. I don't know what I was expecting for this drop off. He's super chill. So he spent Friday packing, putting all of his stuff together. And what was really cute is, so Zach brings down his, just let me think for a second. I'm gonna pop something up, but I'm just not sure about popping this corrugated. Sure, why not? Let's try. What could go wrong? So, as some of you may know, Zach's dad is, Lance and I both work for the RCMP, and at depot, when you go, you get some kit and some stuff, and so it's 6 months in Regina for the training. And so anyways, we still have some of, or Lance still has some of the stuff from when he was at depot many, many years ago. And anyway, so Zach comes downstairs with his bag. It's all packed and everything. And the duffel bag that he's using is the duffel bag that his dad used at depot, which was pretty cute. Zach didn't know where the bag came from, but it was sort of cute to see that. Anyways, so dropped him off. He was like vaporized. As soon as we got there, he was excited, took off. The team leads had to remind him, aren't you going to say goodbye to your mom and dad? He's like, oh yeah, bye. And he took off. So it was good. He messaged us last night. There's no cell phones. And he sent the schedule. Says it's good so far. He's team green. And which is awesome because St. Patrick's weekend. So we're almost finished already with this card. I'm okay with this. See how some of it's not all like glued down? That's a look, if you're down with that. And then this piece where I couldn't fussy cut, I kind of want this to go right over. And I think I'm just gonna glue it down since I popped the back. And so I'm not putting here and here because it's gonna go over and the layers are layered. So I don't wanna have a gluey mess. Oh shoot. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot our ribbon. Whew. I don't know if any of you were yelling at me. I heard you though, if you were. Morning, Jan. Jan has had a very exciting weekend with a craft event at your house that went really well for some fun crafting time. So normally what I would do is put a strip of tear and tape on here. I'm still gonna do it because this is trying to attach the ribbon is gonna be a little tricky because the ribbon is stiff. Yeah, so Zach is there until next Saturday. And then Zachary on Thursday, he announced that he made it to the principal's honor roll for first semester because he had a 90, I think it was a 93 something % average for the first semester. Such a good kid. Okay, that's what's happening there. He was super modest about it. He's like, yeah, that happened. All right, so now I'm gonna cover this up here. I do not want this here because it covers up, you know? I want it like more over here. Just going rogue with my sentiment now. Whew, it's good. I think it's good. I could have done this better. It's all right, it's all right, it's all right. So this is bothering me. And you're too long. Nailed it. Am I sticky anywhere? Nope. Totally nailed it. All right, card number 1. Oh, we have to do our gems. So the gems, what will we do? Okay, so this is kind of like, not pecan pie, but copper clay. This is very vanilla, black and white. So I think I'm gonna stick with the white. Sure, let's go keep with the white theme. And one more. Card number 1, done. All right. Let's do number 2. All right, so number 2, it's different. It is different. Still, standard A2 size card base. We've got our other piece of designer series paper, and this is our sentiment piece. And I'm not convinced that I'm gonna stamp this correctly the first time, so I cut 2 just in case I mess it up. So this card is being cased right from Stampin' Up's website. So, oh, I should tell you, this textures of notes of text, whatever, is on the Stampin' Up website. If you go texture or textured and search, it'll bring up the online exclusive. So a couple of tips. If you don't spend a lot of time on the Stampin' Up website, I encourage you to do so because they have not only inspiration, but the online exclusives are updated every other month. There's 2 new kits every month. And there's also, sorry, I'm trying to think and stamp at the same time. There's also the clearance rack, or the last chance list is what they're calling it now, will be updated at the beginning of April. So here's our color palette for today, I think. So let me show you what I did. So using these 3, this is the sample that I did. Actually, I lied. You want to see it? Here's Truth Bomb. Here's all my samples. So originally, I did crumb cake with the black, 1st and 2nd generation. I was like, meh, I don't like it. That one's actually not too bad, although I don't remember what color that was. So I think this is what I'm going for. That's 1st generation, that's 2nd generation. How about you tell me in the comments, could you? This is first generation, so put a 1 in the comments. I'm going to stamp this onto here, or put a 2 in the comments. This is second generation for all of them. Or then we could really go rogue. So on this Stampin' Up website, this brown, which I'm using copper clay, is black. 1 or 2? That's the question. So let me stamp my sentiment while you're commenting to help a girl out. Jen says 1. So a little note of appreciation. 1 or 2. So just super tap, tap gentle, because you don't need much. It's very dainty. I like it. Come here, you. So dainty. All right, what are we saying? Oh, all the ladies say 1. Okay, gals. All the ladies. All right, let's do it then. Let's bust out our color palette. So basic beige. Copper clay and old olive, I believe. Yeah, old olive. So when you're lining up all your stamp pads, like I am doing, when you first get a stamp pad, you're adding the strip in here so that you can see what color you're working with. All right, basic beige. We're doing first generation on all 3 colors. Is that what everybody said? Yeah. Pam says so too. Hi, Janet. All right, let's do it. I'm actually a little bit nervous about this. I don't know why. But we have another piece if I mess it up. Okay, there's 1. Now we're gonna do 2 of these in old olive. So just again, tap, tap gentle. Because it's almost like a bit of a watercolor, you don't want to mush it down because the ink's going to get into places where you don't necessarily want it and you won't get the effect kind of that we're going for. My gosh, guys, I really want to do second generation. Okay, let's do 1 here. And we're going to do 1 here. Yep. Good, good. So far, so good. I don't know. This is a statement, you guys. This copper clay is pow. All right, let's go. See what it's all about. Thanks for joining me on my live, everybody. I have been taking a bit of a break. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's good. I like it. I like it. I've been taking a bit of a break from news. I can't really handle the news of late. So this is going to dry a little bit lighter. What do we think? Do we like it? So this is the same as this. So see how these colors will lessen? You see what I mean? That's second generation. I think it'll be fine. Just fine. All right, let's put these away. Yeah. So, what's happening in Stampin' Up land? So On Stage is happening this weekend. You've probably seen, if you follow some other demonstrators, that they're all out doing their thing. I think I'm just going to glue this down and pop up the sentiment. So it's in Raleigh, North Carolina. It was a long way to go and a lot of money, so I decided not to go this year. Although I am jealous seeing all the photos of all the fun things happening. So there's a new Stampin' Up catalog coming. So if you're a demonstrator, you get access to it, geez, I think Tuesday or Wednesday. And then if you like to purchase Stampin' Up products, then it will be available to you, I think, geez, I should know before I speak. What are we in, March? April, must be May 1st. It's like somewhere around the beginning of May. And I think I'm gonna sign up for Walk Your AS Off, because as you know, I have ankylosing spondylitis. So there's gonna be a walk for that. We'll see if I get organized enough. Okay, so I'm gonna add some brown dots, I think. Oh shoot, this is, oh no, it's not. I thought it was crooked, but it is not. So this is your take your pick tool, and this is your putty end. So I'm squishing the putty end onto my dot and kind of flicking it up a little bit. And then when I put it down, then I'm rolling and then just resetting the putty. That's what's happening there sometimes. The other thing that's happening in Stampin' Up! World is that there will be new in colors coming, and you may have seen them. They get released at the on stage, so you'll start to see photos of them coming up. I haven't memorized the colors yet. And I think that's it for today. Oh, I also have, I think maybe 3 spots left for the Craft and Chat first Saturday in April, if you're interested in joining me for that. So there's our 2 projects using the textured notes. Maybe put in the comments whether you prefer 1 or 2, either here on Facebook or over on YouTube. Thanks to all my followers and subscribers. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have an amazing Sunday. All the measurements and video to link will be in the newsletter tomorrow. Bye for now.